All right, you've hit the digital download button on the Jumparound Podcast on Spreaker.com. I got my boy Big Joe over here checking his notes, getting ready to do this big show.
Hello.
All right, put down that stuff. We're ready to go. Buckle down. Strap it in. Here we go.
Are those sirens?
Lord have mercy. Some fool done left that door open again and they done let us in. Here we come at you. The Big Daddy, Wes Party, the round mound of sound from Sugar Hill, Georgia, Big Joe Beasley. It's the Jumparound Podcast on Spreaker.com. It is early, too damn early, on Tuesday morning. Big Joe, I don't like doing morning shows.
I'm wide awake.
You've been up all night.
Fresh from the long drive from the Atlanta International Airport.
What's up, man? It's early.
Same old stuff, man.
I love it.
It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
Jump Around Tuesday. We digging it the most, man. Let's kick it off here. How about that big U.S. soccer win last night? Did you get to watch any of the game?
That would be a big no.
You didn't get to see any of it, not even like on replay?
I saw highlights. I saw, I was somewhere, and like a minute or two after 6, my phone goes off with a little SportsCenter highlight. U.S. up 1-0.
Yeah, how about that, man? They didn't wait. It was like they wasted no time.
That's
man.
the team that they got knocked out with, right? The last couple of World Cups or something.
Yeah, the last two times over the last 8 years, we've played them twice. They kicked our butts both times, but we got them. We got them this time.
Well, you got to be a fan, I guess, because it's a U.S. team. It's kind of like pulling for someone in the Olympics, but don't sit there and pose like you know what you're talking about when it comes to soccer.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I probably follow soccer, international soccer, more than you do.
I would assume so. Although I get every Saturday and Sunday night at work, we get plenty of Barclays Soccer League on the tube up there.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Well, yeah.
Some people follow it.
Yeah. I mean, I keep but it's soccer in America. I mean, who really follows it all the time?
It's not football.
Yeah. Nobody in this country is following soccer full time.
Oh no, there's people that do.
Yeah, they meet in a phone booth down there at the corner, down there by a little 5 Points.
Well, they're following them now. They are.
That'll be all the soccer talk we'll have on this show for 4 years.
That's plenty of soccer talk.
Yeah, that'll be all of it.
73 days.
I'd take 73 days until what?
College football.
Okay. We're going to hear a lot about football and other sports and teams and favorite teams here in a little bit when we get to part 2 with Don and Tom coming up here in just a few minutes. But we'll get real quick. We'll probably talk about soccer 2 or 3 more times. There's a couple more games left in this World Cup, another month, and then we're done for 4 years.
We had some championships over the weekend, though.
What do you mean?
Well, we had the L.A. Kings.
Nobody cares about hockey. It's the South, man.
We had the San Antonio Spurs.
People listening, there might be some people in the North listening that care.
Well,
about
if you're going to talk about soccer, I'm going to bring up the American sports at least that we play.
Yeah, but I mean, my point is, like here in the South, man, it's hockey. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's no more hockey in the South unless you go all the way down to Florida.
If it's not a brown oblong, pigskin-hided ball or a round spherical, stitched-up ball, nobody cares about it, especially hockey.
Amen.
There you go. So, in related news, Tony Gwynn dying yesterday. That's pretty sad. One of the most well-liked gentlemen, I think, Hall of Famer out there in the baseball world, Tony Gwynn.
Yeah, he's a good player, a really good player.
Well, most definitely one of the best hitters ever.
He probably, I saw a stat on him somewhere. Well, I mean, he probably could have easily hit 400 the year of the strike. Was it 94, 95?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
They showed a stat on him, though, where you had better odds on him getting 4 hits in a game than striking out twice in a game. That he only struck out twice, 30, 34, 35 times his career.
He had a good batting eye.
in a game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was like a 380-something hitter.
Ate a lot of carrots.
Yeah.
Played a lot of video games so he could have hand-eye coordination.
Yeah. Went to college on basketball scholarship, I believe, and I think he was drafted by the Clippers.
He was definitely a point guard if he was playing some basketball because he wasn't a tall guy.
No. Had real small hands, too. That's what they said. That's what they said, man. That's what they say.
Is he like the kid on the Burger King commercial where he's
I don't know if he had hands like that, man. That's
the Burger King commercial?
Yeah, little T-Rex hands and arms
man,
that got
little
kid
bitty
had.
hands, you know. Real thin bat handle so he could get his hands around there. Might be why he had good bat speed.
He could swing the hell out of a baseball bat.
Well, he could definitely get a few hits. God bless Tony Gwynn. Rest in peace, good sir.
Casey Kasem, too.
Yeah, Casey.
Another guy that passed away this weekend.
Yeah, God bless old Casey. And that's sad the way he went down over there with the family fighting over him and everything.
Was he missing or something? Wasn't that the deal?
Yeah, well, his kids, I guess, were fighting for custody or they just wanted to see him. I guess his wife wouldn't let his kids see him.
So he wasn't missing. They were just they kept him in hiding or something.
Well, I think she snuck him away. I think he was in California, and then they with all the fighting going on, she kind of like snuck him away up to Washington somewhere, and posted him up there where you couldn't.
Really?
Yeah, and then they did find him, and the judge gave him the rights to see him and. Control or whatever. It's nasty. No one should ever have to go through anything like that. That's a shame.
No, you shouldn't do that to your parents or to your kids or whatever.
No.
Someone famous like that, they run into a lot of other issues too.
I hear that. Yeah. So, all right, let's move on. Enough of the sad talk there. Enough of the putting people in the ground talk. That's no fun.
I'll agree.
So what you got, man? I see you got some notes over there. I see you were thinking hard last night.
Well, last week we were talking, I was driving through town. There's a big billboard down there somewhere, it's got the lottery on it. Not that I play the lottery. I usually play the lottery if it's, $300-400 million. When it gets big, I'll go spend $5 or whatever. Don't spend a lot of money on the lottery. You opened a show last week where you scratches.
Well, I like playing them scratches.
Scratchers are fun every once in a while. I'll get one of those every once in a while. Don't spend a lot of money on it. I like to get in the casino, man, get in the real action. You know that.
Yeah, man.
Throw them dice, man. Play some cards.
I like getting that action, that gambling action any way I can.
I like that slot machine much.
I pitch pennies in the corner. I don't care.
We've done that many a time. Take odds on TV shows or whatnot. Pull the names in the Royal Rumble names of wrestlers out of a hat.
That's right, man. Whatever you.
But anyway, the lottery, it got me thinking. I saw the sign; it was like 200 and something million on the way to work, and on the way back, it was like 10 million. Someone had hit it, And I think we were talking one time, and it made me think of these guys at work about 15, 20 years ago when I transferred down here. And they come in the break room every day, and they have their newspaper out, and they were looking for cash 3 numbers, cash 4 numbers for the noon drawing. It'd be like 10 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. They're going around. What do you think about this? What do you see? What do you see in this? They were looking at a damn Ziggy cartoon. Ziggy's head's kind of round. Well, that looks like a 3. His ear connected to his nose is kind of like a 3. All right, I see a 3. He uses the word 4, F-O-R. So 3, 4, 0.
So
his shoe looks like a 0 today. Yeah.
So your buddies in the bag room at the airport were picking their winning lottery numbers out of the Ziggy cartoon by trying to discern out of the character if his ear looked like a 3, you're saying, okay, that's a 3, and they'd write that down, and that was one of the numbers they were picking in the lottery.
Yeah, I wouldn't say buddies, but it was some of my counterparts.
Some of your coworkers.
Yeah, coworkers.
Lord have mercy. I guess that's one way that you pick numbers.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, not the way I would pick numbers. All right, so it got me looking at the internet and I had to go to the Google, and I had to Google strange, weird ways of picking lottery numbers. Because everything's online. And you wouldn't believe some of the stuff that came up.
Do tell.
Throwing darts at a lotto card and knocking the numbers out that way. And as soon as you knocked out 6 whatever numbers, those were your numbers.
So you're taking the little thing that you fill out the numbers on,
right?
And you're putting it on the dartboard,
and you just throw darts at it.
Why wouldn't you just play damn birthdays or your damn house number in that case?
You know, they got that kind of stuff. You know, they got the typical, hey, your birthdays and your anniversary dates, and you know, your old high school football number, and you know, your favorite numbers. They got one with the playing cards. You know, you go in there and you pick out your cards, and you know, each card represents a number, and if it's clubs, or you add so many numbers to it. If it's hearts, you know, you don't add any numbers to it.
You're only going to get like 1 through 10, maybe 12, I guess. If you give a face, like a jack would be like 11. Jack's 11, 12 was a queen, 13 was a king. I think. Well, that's only 13 numbers, and the lottery goes up to like 40.
Yeah, well, if it was a club or something, you'd add 13. If it was a spade, you'd add like 29. If it was a diamond, you had like 36. You know, who knows where they come up with these odd numbers at?
Oh goodness, that's joking me. If it's a club, add 29.
That's right.
Oh, good grief!
I got a 2 of hearts. That means you got a 2. That's a bad number.
That's hard. That's
playing cards. Playing cards. Well, you know, we play poker. You know, cards are meant for whatever. It's a game of chance. So we're talking about the lottery here now. This has got to be this one idea I saw though. It's got to be the best way I've ever seen anybody, or read about anyway, the strangest way anybody's picking numbers for the lottery. And do tell, we're going to have to try this out.
All right, what is it?
All right, this one's called the tumble dryer method.
The tumble dry method.
Tumble dryer.
Tumble dryer method. I'm already nervous.
Well, I guess, you know, the difference between air drying and tumble drying clothes. I guess they call it the tumble dryer. So anyway, you need a few items for this method. First of all, you need a dryer.
Well, we got one of those.
You need preferably like a black Sharpie pencil or pen or whatever.
That's covered.
And, you know, depending on the lottery and how many numbers you have to pick, you're going to need anywhere from 49 to 65 tennis balls. Now, hang with me now. Follow me now.
I know where this is going.
Basically, what you're doing is you're running your own lotto. You take each tennis ball. You take your Sharpie. You put a number to it, you know, and then you gather all your tennis balls together. You throw them in a basket. You go down to your dryer or the local laundromat. And you throw them in the dryer.
Good
you
Lord.
Put that sucker on the low cycle. I guess you don't want too much heat.
I'm not putting them in my dryer.
Well,
I'm not tearing up my dryer, putting 60 damn tennis balls in my dryer.
Well, no. Well, you got to take it to a laundromat. That would be my best bet. You get a bigger bin there too. So anyway, you take it, you put them on the cycle, you turn the thing on, and you watch them bounce around in there. You know, just like you're watching a regular lotto. And then, you know, every minute you stop it, open the door, pull one out. There's your number.
God. So nobody really does this. That'd be expensive, man. I mean, that's got to be $60, $70, $80 worth of tennis balls.
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, like even when they're on sale, you get like 3 for $3 or $4.
I don't know, but I was thinking, you know, if we ran that ourselves, just to go try it.
You're going to put out more money. You got to hit the lottery if you're going to do this with tennis balls. This is the rich man's way of playing the lottery.
I didn't say it was a sure thing. I didn't say the lotto was a sure thing. It's just never a sure thing. You know that as well as I do. I'm just saying, well, you know, maybe we solicit. If we were going to do this, we solicit our listeners to anybody out there that plays tennis, plays in one of the homeowners associations or the ALTA around town, and you know how tennis is. You get dead balls in tennis. You know, you can't really you it's kind of like a bad golf ball or something. You don't want to play with it too long. So you toss them away, and those are the ones you practice with every once in a while. So if we got some people send us some tennis balls, we only need about 50 tennis balls.
Yeah, only 50 tennis balls.
We could probably go down to the tennis courts around here, one of the subdivisions, and find 5 or 10, I'm sure.
Yeah, I got a tennis court here in my neighborhood. I'm just going to stand out there and loiter around while the old ladies are over there hitting them. Maybe they'll hit one over the fence.
If we're going to do it while they're playing, we're going to rack up a little quicker.
I've had that happen. Like a long time ago, me and Ronnie Lawson, a buddy of ours, were playing tennis somewhere, and we hit one over the fence, and this lady stopped her car. She was driving down. She stopped her car, picked up the tennis ball, got in the car, and drove away. Swear to God. Stole the tennis ball just because we hit it over the fence, and she was like, "It's mine now."
I believe it.
And then
I believe it because she didn't want to pay $3, for her pack of 3.
I guess not. Little Red was cussing her too, and I can't repeat the words he called her. I've never had anybody steal a tennis ball, but now you're putting me and you in that position of trying to steal tennis balls.
Well, no. I'm just saying we solicit to get somebody. I mean, we got tennis balls laying around somewhere. We both got dogs. People have dogs, and we can get tennis balls that way.
Some gnarly chewed up.
Well, no, we don't want the tennis ball that's all ratted out.
All you got to do is write a damn number on it on black and throw it in the damn dryer. Then you got to put 50 cents in the damn thing and let it roll around.
I can see where we're losing money in this thing already.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're doing the rich man's way.
Well, it's got to be fun, though.
Rich man's way of playing the damn lottery.
It's kind of like betting on a sure bet at the dog track.
Watch the dog take a dump. That's the winner right there. He's lighter on his feet now. Go after him.
That's right. That dog shook everything loose. He's ready. He's ready to run, buddy. Here comes Rusty.
All right, well, let's get into it. We still got part 2 coming up right now with Don. It's early in the morning. Don, the King of Buford. Last name withheld to protect his identity. I'm going to put his name out here. I'm just not going to tell him. I'm just going to tell everybody who he is.
I like it better. I like that incognito he's going with.
Yeah, well, he walks around town with a hood on, too. Please. He's a 48-year-old man or however old he is, but we got Don, the King of Buford, and we got Tom Brewer on here. Here comes part 2 of our discussion we had a couple weeks ago. Enjoy it, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
How about some crappy jobs that we had growing up? I mean, Tom, you grew up. You told me some stories of the jobs that you used to have as a kid. Tobacco.
Yes.
Working in the fields.
Yep.
Gigging frogs.
Yep.
Stealing mash.
Gigging frogs wasn't a job. That was fun, man.
Frog
That was a sporting event, son.
in the swamp down in Florida.
That's just good times gigging frogs, boy.
Tastes just like chicken.
You used to gig frogs really to make money or what?
No, gig frogs to eat them.
God, it's horrible.
To eat them legs, man.
You never had frog legs?
I don't need to know. No.
No, you never had frog legs.
No, I've had gator. That's about as... Imagine that. I've had gator.
I'll tell you, I was out in Tampa, right, at the Outback Bowl. I was Cat and I ate some fried gator. I felt guilty. I feel guilty as hell eating this fried gator. I was like, I'm eating gator. I'm eating Tom's team, the Gators.
Gator's pretty good. I've had some gator in New Orleans before, and we had some in Michigan, but it wasn't near as good as that gator down there in New Orleans.
I've had gator too, but I can tell you, I ain't never ate no damn bulldog.
Haven't eaten any Hawkeyes, have
I've
you?
never eaten any Hawkeyes either. No.
No, but when I was growing up, what we had to do for money or for jobs, walking beans. You ever walk beans?
Can't say that I have.
Do you even know what bean? Yeah, bean walking. Call it bean walking.
Never heard of bean walking.
I kid you not. You used to get paid to walk down the bean fields and pull weeds.
No.
Then you got fancy, and if you were lucky, you get on a crew that had a bean buggy, and you get to sit on your ass, and they would drive a tractor down the bean fields, and you would spray the weeds with Roundup.
We did that. We did that cropping tobacco. Yet when you crop tobacco, when I cropped tobacco, you walked down the aisles and you pulled these tobacco leaves off the plant at the bottom of it. But as I got older and technology came up, they actually did have little seats for you to slide along in, so you could pull the leaves off the bottom of the plant.
So you got to sit on your butt and work.
Yeah,
kind of like what we do nowadays,
that was
right?
Kind of like what we do nowadays. Yeah, that was high technology then.
You lived in North Carolina, or you did tobaccoing down in Florida?
In North Florida. I did tobaccoing in North Florida. I worked in watermelons in North Florida.
I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching it. Keep going.
I raised pigs. I did a lot of farming stuff, man.
You're a Florida boy. Let's talk about this for a second because folks
Yes.
really don't know you. You're
Yeah.
from Florida.
I'm from Florida.
So you're a Florida Gators fan.
I'm a
up
Gator
and down.
fan,
And
yes.
I do everything I can to get again them Florida Gators. I don't like them Florida Gators for one damn minute.
Well,
I'm not a Bulldogs fan. I hate the damn Bulldogs as much as I hate
I
the Gators.
saw you in your Tennessee jersey the other day.
Yeah, man. I hate
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Why aren't you a
he had
Memphis
a big
fan or
orange
something?
tee on.
Memphis something.
He is. He's a Memphis
You a
fan
volunteer, Commodore,
when they're
what are
doing
you?
well. He's a Tennessee fan when they're doing well.
Hang on, stop. This might.
South Carolina Gamecock when they're doing well.
Yeah.
Let me get on my.
You don't have a team.
Detroit Lions. You know,
Chicago Cubs.
Chicago Cubs.
You guys stop.
Cleveland. I'm a Cleveland fan. I spent a minute in Ohio.
Yeah. I had a layover.
I
had a layover in
Ohio.
Seattle. I'm a Seattle fan too.
Exactly right.
Yeah, I turned to Alamo, so I'm pulling for San Antonio in basketball this year.
That does sound.
That sounds like you. That sounds like you.
You know what? Wait, give me a minute here, though. This might take a minute to get all these teams out.
Let's cut our mics off and let Wes speak.
Go ahead, Wes. I want to hear this.
The floor is yours, uninterrupted.
I doubt it'll be.
So who do I like?
Go ahead.
What teams do I like?
Which teams don't you like?
Yes.
That's a shorter list.
Yeah,
The Gators. Okay.
That is a short list. That's a much shorter list.
A much shorter list of the teams
Okay.
you don't like.
Okay, so in no particular order, University of Memphis, Ohio State, Texas Tech, Texas A&M. Let's see, where can I go? Green Bay Packers. I like
Texas Tech.
I just said Texas
Yeah.
Tech.
Oh, did you say Texas
Did you
Tech?
mention Detroit yet?
Turn your hearing aid up. I'm not to Detroit, but only.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you do them by
That's in the
score?
D's yet. He's only one.
Oh, he's only
only
started
in
off
the
in the
C's,
T's.
yeah.
You start off in the T's. The Texas.
I do not like
Let's
the
just do them in
Atlanta.
alphabetical order.
I do not.
A&M.
I do not like the Atlanta Braves. I do not like the damn. Well, any team in Atlanta pretty much does not get my money. The Falcons. What's that damn basketball team? What's that sorry ass team's name?
The Hawks.
That's them. Yeah,
Hawks.
they suck too. I
Yeah.
don't like them. I don't. And I'll do anything to cheer against the Braves.
Tar and feather your
Yeah.
ass and run you out of town.
Not a Bulldogs fan. If I had to cheer for a team in.
You're not a Bulldogs fan?
Oh no.
I'm not a Bulldogs fan.
They ripped
either.
off the Packers, man. They've got the Green Bay logo.
Yeah.
But I love.
That's another reason not to like them.
Oh, but you like Green Bay Packers too, don't you? Right?
I do love.
You're a Packers fan.
I am a Packer backer. Yeah, I had a cup of coffee in Green Bay, so yeah, I like the.
Yeah, a cup
I
of
do like
coffee
the Packers.
and a cheesecake.
I spent a couple years up there.
As a Gators fan, I mean, obviously you pull for the Gators, but there's also teams that you absolutely pull against. And Georgia Bulldogs is one of them.
Absolutely. I
And it
agree with
doesn't
that.
matter what they're playing. It doesn't matter when they're playing.
Tiddlywinks.
Tiddlywinks, you pull against
Pitching
them.
pennies in the corner. I'm
That's
again
right.
them. I'm again
I'm
them
against
damn
them. I want them
Bulldogs.
to lose. Florida State, that's another one. You want them to lose anything and everything.
So
Miami.
if George was playing for the national championship
Yes.
to represent your conference,
Yes.
you're going to root against them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Without
Oh,
a
man,
doubt.
That's just right there.
You mean wait,
Absolutely.
Now wait.
I'm rooting. If I have a team in the Big Ten that's playing for the national championship, I'm rooting for
Is
them.
Nebraska in the Big Ten?
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't
Nebraska's
root
in
for
the
And
Big
you would
Ten.
pull for Nebraska. You
can't
go,
pull. I can't
go
pull.
Big Red. You would say go Big Red.
No, I can't say go Big Red.
Yeah,
Right, you're
okay.
right.
That's
But
right.
I would
Okay.
but I was pulling for Nebraska when we were in the bowl games. I wanted the Big Ten to show well.
Yeah.
Hell, we got beat by LSU. I wanted Nebraska, Wisconsin, Michigan State. I wanted them to win.
I mean, I didn't have a problem with LSU winning. That big a problem. But Georgia, absolutely, I want them to lose. They are when they come on, it's like the music from Darth Vader when I see them.
that bad.
That bad. Absolutely. They are the forces of darkness, sir. Yes. I have no problem with them losing
You would
at anything and everything.
So you would root against Georgia
Yes.
more than you would root against Florida State?
No.
Oh,
No. If Georgia had to play Florida State,
you're going to root for Georgia?
I want them both to lose.
Oh, you want
I want one
to tie. You
to
want
win and the other have to forfeit. Yes.
You want the plane to go down on en route to the game.
I don't want anybody injured, but I have no problem with one of them losing and the other one getting NCAA sanctions to have to forfeit that game.
What about Miami?
Yes.
What about Miami?
Miami, yes. I like for them to lose, yes.
Do you know what? do you know what one of my dreams is? Is that Michigan State plays Michigan at the Big House in Ann Arbor, and a sinkhole opens up and swallows the entire stadium. That's what I wish for every time. It never happens, but
Yeah.
a guy can dream.
You can dream.
I just want to watch that whole stadium just go.
Well, if they played in Florida, it could possibly happen. There's a lot of
Yeah.
sinkholes down there.
It might happen in Florida. You're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
there's a lot of sinkholes
Maybe
down
they could
there.
play one of those. What do they call one of those games? Maybe they could play a neutral site game.
Neutral site game.
Yes,
Yeah.
So we'll just play it down there at. What's a crappy stadium that nobody cares about? The Citrus Bowl. There's one.
There you go. That's
right in the
one.
middle of Orlando. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just suck it all down right in there. You know.
Yeah,
They're
that's a
gone.
good area for it. Yes.
In
No,
the world.
the Beef O'Brady Bowl. Talk about bowl games.
Where is that? Where is that?
I mean, there's some bad. The Mighty Key Bowl, the Beef O'Brady.
See, I don't
talking
know
about
them by
the-
any of those names.
We're talking about the physical stadium that could just be sucked.
I'm trying to
up.
figure out where the stadium's at for the Beef O'Brady Bowl.
Is that the one? Is that in Tampa?
I think that's in Tampa.
Oh, that's the
Some-
Outback Bowl.
No, there's the one.
Outback is in Tampa.
Yeah.
But that's at the Buccaneers Stadium. I think they play one in the Thunderdome
that's where I
over
was
there in
at.
St. Pete, where the Rays play. I
Oh,
think that's
okay.
that Beef O'Brady suck.
I thought that was in,
I think that's the 5-5-1 bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
no. What's the bowl on the blue carpet?
Oh, that's Boise.
I know it's Boise, but what's the bowl? They play a bowl game there.
I don't
That's on
know.
the
Idaho
carpet.
Potato
Tidy Bowl? I don't
Idaho
know.
Potato Bowl. What is that really?
Oh, there's another stadium. There's another stadium that's got red carpet.
Yes. Fresno State?
No, that's the Bulldogs. They're on turf.
Yeah, there's a red
There's a red
game.
carpet stadium though.
Yes, it's blinding.
No, it's worse than the blue.
It's worse than the blue.
It is way worse than the blue.
Yeah.
It's the turf is as red as that mic that you're holding, and the turf in Boise is as blue as this mic.
Yes.
So for those of you listening at home, that means that Tom is holding a mic with a red windscreen, and Don is holding one with a blue windscreen.
That's correct.
Because the people can't see you when you go, look, that's as red as that microphone you're holding.
And your point is,
There's no video cameras in here, you idiot.
this is low budget production right here. It's all audio.
Hey, man, we're taking baby steps in getting this podcast going. All right? We'll get to the video soon enough.
Well, I'll be dead.
That'll be exciting.
I know.
Yes.
The King's going to bankroll that.
Yeah, I am.
So
I don't know, man. You and I both have faces for radio, so
yeah.
yeah, I don't know that I really want to see the
Yeah.
video come through.
That's why I'm behind the mic, right? So, going back to your Gators,
yeah,
Mr. Angry Gator.
the women's softball champions. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I saw on ESPN where they won the softball championship.
Yes, the women's softball championship of the world, sir.
And I think about 4 people were excited about that.
I'll be honest. I watched it for. I don't mind women's softball.
You don't mind it.
I don't mind it. But what gets me is I could probably watch it on mute. I just cannot listen to all that chanting.
The cheering from the sideline. Okay,
The cheering from the dugout.
From the dugout. Yeah.
I mean, that just drives me insane. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know why. I mean, does that motivate people? Put it on mute. I could probably watch. I mean, those girls can hurl it. They got good defense. I mean, yeah, it's a 200-foot fence, so they can jack it out. It's good to watch. See some home runs. They got good defense. Florida was turning all those double plays, man.
Florida was turning double plays,
Yeah.
which is hard to do.
It's hard to do in
in
softball.
women's softball.
Who did they even play?
Who did they play? Top teams in the country.
I mean, every time
That's who they played.
Every time I see
They
women,
played the number 1 team in the country, the number 2 team in the country.
It can't be hard to be the number 1, number 2 team in women's softball. Anytime that I see, I'm flipping through the channel guide, and I see women's softball, if I'm flipping and hit the channel, then I might see like 0.5 seconds of it. But other than that, I'm going right by it. So I don't keep up with the women's softball. Nothing to keep up with.
Well, that's sad for you. That's sad for you because women's softball is an amazing sport. I will watch women's softball before I will watch NASCAR. Yeah, absolutely. I'll watch women's softball definitely before I watch
women's softball
before I watch them go straight and then go left and then go straight and then go left.
Well, get stuck up in Canada for a month or two.
Yeah,
you become pretty well versed in curling. It's on every channel, every night. Yeah, would you watch that over softball?
No. I'll watch softball any day of the week.
Why are you so intrigued about softball?
It's awesome, man. Those girls. You ever heard of there was a traveling group a long time ago called the King and His Court. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, that was a men's softball.
Okay, these guys throw, these ladies, these women, they throw as hard as the King.
Do they put it in a cannon?
Not quite
or
as
something?
hard. The King was pitching from second base and striking people out. Okay. Come on.
Whatever.
Well, these girls can do it. These girls, I guarantee you, these college softball women can strike out pro baseball players.
Get out of here.
Absolutely.
They could not.
Absolutely. There's high school girls. Did you play baseball? Did you ever play baseball?
Yes, I did. I played baseball, and I played slow pitch, of course, because I'm an old fart now, but I played slow pitch softball. Yeah, so I know I can hit a softball.
Yeah,
I could crush those.
I guarantee you, I got
5 miles
high school
an hour
girls
coming down at a 45-degree angle at an arc.
Whatever, man. You're laying it in there. I'm going to crush it, man. I'm pounding it over the fence.
I got high school girls that would just strike you out all day long.
Oh, please.
You would be lucky to foul one off.
There's no way.
You would have to just stick your bat out in front of the plate and hope they hit it with a pitch.
Get out of it. No, that ain't happening, brother. Come on. Granted, I haven't picked up a softball bat in, I don't know, several years, but, it's a softball. There's no girl that's going to throw something by me that. Look, if I can go, here's my point. If I can go to the batting cage and hit a baseball, then you're not getting a softball past me.
All day long.
Whatever.
You would step up at the plate and you go, okay, I'm ready. Bam, strike. Wait a minute. I thought I was ready.
You're right.
Now let me try another one. Oh, strike. Wait a minute.
Seriously,
that was a lot faster than I thought.
This is the real time right now. I'm ready this time.
No, this is the truth.
Seriously, this is a little faster than I thought.
You do have a little bit of something there because I would probably stand in the batter's box and watch a couple pitches go by. And then when I'm ready to swing at it, I'm going to crush it. She's going to be eating horsehide. She's going to have. I'm going to be knocking her teeth.
I'm telling
down
you, man. We went to the regionals, college regionals, a couple years in a row.
Yeah.
And one year we sat behind the plate watching.
Did you need a suntan or what?
10 rows up, and you could see the ball just curving, rising, dropping. It's not just
not just throwing
it down the middle for some schmuck to hit the ball.
You could. Why not?
You could try.
You could look. Your daughter plays softball.
My daughter played softball.
Bring her. Look right down the field over here, right across the street from Don's house. There's a big park down there. Bring her down.
North Bogan.
Bring her down there next Saturday. Put her out there on the field, and I'll crush the damn ball.
Okay,
what is it? 125-foot fence?
My daughter's not the pitcher, but I could bring a pitcher.
You don't even have to go
that
to
would
the
just
ballpark.
strike you out all day long.
I got a baseball field in my backyard.
Oh, no,
yeah,
I
got a baseball field in my backyard.
I'm not coming and playing in that cornfield you call a backyard. I'm coming over to.
You couldn't even hit a ball, and it was like a little t-ball field that somebody built for the kids, right? With the guys that owned it before me.
It doesn't need to be any bigger than that, Wes, because you're not going to hit the ball.
Yeah, I'm not worried about you banging something off my house.
Oh no.
All we really need is about 60 feet of space, and just watch. You remember the Bugs Bunny cartoon a long time ago, where he was on the pitcher's mound, and he threw it, and the batter went. He swung 3 times. They go, strike 1, 2, 3, you're out. Strike 1, 2, 3, you're out. Strike 1, 2, 3, you're out. 3 minutes. That's what you would be, man.
We'd have to put Wes on. We'd actually put Wes on the baseball field. We'd put him up against that berm.
Yeah,
because that way when he swings and misses, we don't have to go chase the ball that far.
That's true. That's what we need to do.
And you know
that's what we could do.
You know those Leland cypresses that go on the back of my house? I bet you couldn't even get a softball to the Leland Cypress.
No. Look,
That's like 25 feet.
You couldn't hit it 25 feet.
You got North Bogan Field over there. We'll go over there, and I'm going to put on a show. Bring whatever little kid you got. I'll go get it.
The Ringling Brothers clowns put on a show.
I will go out.
How many clowns can get out of that freaking what's the little? How many clowns can you get out of a smart car? It's going to be the West Show.
It was going to be the West Show.
I've got my softball. I've still got my softball gear downstairs. I'll go get it. I'll bring it out there, and I'll.
Okay, and I'll bring a turbine. I'll bring a fan turbine and some batteries, so the wind from your bat will charge some batteries for me, too.
No, so you're bringing a turbine, not a turbine. Don't bring a turbine.
Not a turbine.
Because
we're going to harness that
I'm bringing a turbine.
Wind energy.
Yes.
Because I don't know what else to tell you other than
Wes has got mad skills. Is what he's saying. He's got skills. He's trying to tell you that he's got
it half right. He might be mad, but he's got no skills.
He's telling you he's got skill.
I'm telling you, somebody's getting ass whooped at North Bogan Field.
I'm telling you, I could bring girls anywhere from 15 to 18 years. I could bring 15-year-old girls and just strike you out all day. It would. I'm telling you, I got all-star girls right now. I could bring over, and they would just strike you out.
Well, go get them. Quit talking smack. Let's put.
I'll tell you what. I'll find out where they're practicing at, and we'll just go to one of the practices. The coach would love it. The coach would love that.
Do what you got to do. Let's put some money. Let's get some
call
money.
Big Eddie. Call your boy Big Eddie out in Vegas.
My boy Eddie
that made odds on a still.
he won't
see if he can give us odds on you swinging the bat 50 times and how many times you might actually hit.
I don't think you can put odds on that.
I'm on that. I'll throw some action on that one.
I'm loading up my pocket on that money too, man. I'll make money off both you suckers. Good grief, you're suckers. I mean, you're just.
Oh my! What do you say?
Don't sing it, bring it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'll have those girls put you in their pocket.
I'm not scared. I'm not going in the pocket, man.
If you're scared,
dog,
I'll
put you in my pocket.
If you're scared, I put you in my pocket, dog.
You will be in the pocket.
All right, so we're back here in the studio, the Jungle Room Studios, with Joe, and I'm telling you right now, nobody is putting me in their pocket. I refuse to be embarrassed by some girl trying to flip a softball past me. I'm going down there on Saturday or whenever Tom gets this deal worked out, and I'm whipping somebody's ass, and I'm crushing these softballs over the fence. I'm just telling you.
I got you. I hear you. But if she's a legit college type player,
that just means when I hit it, it's going to go even further over the fence.
Okay, I just want to see it. I mean, I'm not going to say you can't hit it.
We'll take the video camera down.
Oh
there.
yeah, I'll be camera. We'll be filming this.
We'll
one.
take the video camera down there. This
is going to be some good footage right here today.
This is going to be epic.
Epic footage.
And when I say epic, I mean it's going to be epic how far I'm crushing this ball. When it comes back and it's like lopsided from me hitting this thing.
You're basically saying it's a Bugs Bunny cartoon, and the ball's going to come back with stamps from all around the world.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's like on the commercial where you see him hit the ball, the ball's got the little face on it, and it's screaming as it flies out of the park. That's what I'm going to do.
We're not Bugs Bunny in it like Tom was saying, where it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out. 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out. 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out.
No. That ain't happening, man.
This is Babe Ruth.
I don't care. Look,
this ball is going out of the park around the world. It's going to touch all points of North Gwinnett, Buford, Suwanee, Duluth, Lawrenceville, Decula, Sugar Hill.
You're going to hear
downtown Norcross.
You're going to hear them on CNN saying, "Oh, if you look up in the sky tonight, you can spot that softball that Wes crushed 2 days ago. It's still in orbit around the world."
That's not the moon. That's the softball.
That's the softball.
That's how big it is after he crushed it.
Who wants to see the damn International Space Station? Just look at the softball out there flying around, stitches hanging off of it, flapping because he beat the damn thing into submission. I'm killing it. I'm crushing it. There's no.
Crushing it.
I'm telling you, Tom, you're listening. Get them lined up. Take this podcast. Go find your little pitcher. Make sure they got a big enough glove, but they're not going to need it. And then get ready. I'm whipping somebody's ass down there at North Bogan Field.
Who's going to be the catcher? That's what I want.
You won't need one. That's what I'm saying. You don't need anybody to catch the damn thing. It's gone. It ain't getting past me, man.
Okay.
I don't care. I'll use a switch. I'll go out there with a switch and hit it, man. I don't need a bat.
A switch.
I'll go out there with a switch. I'll pull a sapling off the tree out in front of here and take it out there.
Ooh, man, switches.
Rip the leaves off of it. It's gone.
You can't talk about switches. I start having nightmares, man.
Dude, you got to let go of that stuff, man.
I start having nightmares, man. Grandma will send you out there to get you a switch, man. You about to get your butt tore up. You come back with that little thin blade one, man. You think you're good.
You got to let go of that stuff, man.
I should have brought in a 2x4. It would have felt a lot better.
Hey, man, let's give some shout-outs before we get out of here.
Hang on, what?
What? What you got?
I'm glad they touched on you on them sports teams, buddy.
No.
We've been going over this we've been lifelong friends. I mean, we take this thing back to 8th grade, Fraser High School, Memphis, Tennessee. It's last graduating class up there, if you haven't known that. But anyway, man, you got to stop being a homer.
I'm far from being a homer.
I
don't cheer for any team in Atlanta. How am I a homer?
Well, no, but you cheer for teams. It seems like it's just a matter of time. You're gonna be cheering for the soccer team in Atlanta. I can see it.
I doubt it. No,
because it seems like you've picked up a team everywhere you moved.
Well, I have.
You've kind of adopted teams.
I have adopted teams, but look, hang on, real quick. Let's just.
I'll give you that. You adopted them. You didn't. You're not a.
I'm not a bandwagoner though. It's not like I like them today and then I don't like them tomorrow after they're through with their little title run or whatever. Let's look at this. Here's my example. We grew up in Memphis, Tennessee. How many professional sports teams in the 70s or in the 80s were in Memphis? Professional sports teams.
The only professionals.
Major league sports teams.
None.
Okay. So
well, you had the USFL. Yeah, you had the two or 3 year run of that, or whatever that was. That was as big as you got as far as professionals went. That was it.
Exactly. You didn't have any Major League Baseball teams. You didn't have an NFL team. You didn't have a hockey team like an NHL team. You didn't have an NBA team. That you've got one now, which I support. I love.
You had
the
the Memphis State Tigers.
That
was it.
You had Memphis State University. You had the Tiger basketball team in college. You had a minor league baseball team in the Chicks. You had the Rogues in soccer, or you had the Americans in indoor soccer. You didn't have a lot of sports.
You had the River Kings,
and
East Coast hockey or whatever.
The professional sport that Memphis had in the 70s.
USWA.
Professional wrestling.
Every Saturday morning, friends.
That's right. The highest rated, you can go look it up, brother. The highest rated show in Memphis in the 70s was professional wrestling, Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock. Those were our heroes. But anyway, you had to root for the Cardinals.
No, you didn't.
My point, though, is you had nobody at home. You had to root for somebody else around there.
Yeah, everybody kind of adopted St. Louis and the Cardinals.
Or they like the Cowboys, or they like the Steelers.
Well, yes.
Right. So, you didn't have whatever. Don.
I adopted Chicago. I just, And
we adopted Chicago.
We had WGN on cable.
Yes.
We had WOR on cable.
Yes.
And we had the TBS.
Okay, so when you came home from school every day, who was on TV playing baseball at 2:00 every afternoon?
The Braves.
The Cubs, you idiot.
Depending on what channel you're watching.
No, the Cubs. The
Cubs,
came
the
on
Braves,
at 7:00.
Or the Mets. You had your three choices. I chose the Cubs.
I chose the Cubs. I came home, I immediately put it on the Cubs game.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my team. All right. Well, then I enjoy other teams because Memphis, the football team back then sucked. Still does for the most part, but they were like 1 in 10. You couldn't support that. Yeah, if you want.
Oh yeah, they didn't go to a bowl game for I think they went to a bowl game in like 71, 72, and they didn't go to another one for like 30 years.
Exactly. So you had to choose another college to like.
University of Tennessee, buddy.
Tennessee Vols, okay. But, I like other ones. I've moved around. I enjoy some teams, yeah. That's what you get from moving around. I like the Detroit Tigers. Don't hate the player, baby. Hate the game.
Not me, buddy. I stick with one team.
And that is who?
University of Tennessee.
Okay, God bless you. At least you don't cheer for the Bulldogs.
Oh, hell no.
Exactly. All right. So we got to get out of here. We got to wrap this up, man. I'm running short on time, man. I want to give some shout-outs.
You got to be tired. You're just tired. You're ready to go sleep.
I got to go wash my ass and get on to work. That's what I got to do.
Make some money. Bring some money to the house.
Some money up in this bill. Hey, we got some new listeners, like I was saying. How about those folks over at the New School of Music? The New School of Music, 3 locations, Buford, Dunwoody, and Lilburn, Georgia.
For all your musical needs.
Check them out if you need some help. And then we have friends now at the Atlanta Business Chronicle that are listening to the show.
Shout out to the Biz and the Atlanta Business Chronicle.
Hello. What up to my friends at the BizCron? Anybody else? Irish Joe, my boy Irish Joe.
Irish Joe.
Irish Joe over there in Dublin,
I think
Ireland.
we're following him on the Twitter.
Working over there at,
We need a follow back.
what is he at Dublin FM? What'd you say?
I think it was Dublin City FM.
Dublin City FM.
Easy listening with Irish Joe.
Laid back kind of fella, that old Irish Joe.
Shout out to Molly again. She
Molly Schuyler.
That's right. She hit us up on a couple of tweets.
Whooping that steak's ass over there. And I'm sure now she's probably getting
2 of them steaks asses.
Well, that's true. Now I think she's getting ready probably, I would imagine, for the training for the big hot dog contest.
Nathan's hot dog contest.
4th of July.
Someone's got to go in there and challenge Joey Chestnut.
She's our hero. She's going to give him a run for his money.
We're with you, Molly. You got it. You got this.
You need to whip that old Japanese boy's butt.
You got to eat 70 hot dogs, but you got it.
I believe she could do it.
I don't see why not.
She's
You can eat 2 72-ounce steaks and all the rest of the fixings that go on the side of
And
it.
she was looking for more, I think. I think she could have handled it probably.
Bring me another cow.
Knock the horns off of it, drag it across the grill.
Y'all got any pork?
Good Lord. All right. Next week, I'm excited. Next week, Joe, I got the guy I've been trying to get in here for a month now. He's been putting me off. He'd been. What do you call that? What do you call that, Joe? When you stick your arm out like that, what do you call that?
He's been pushing you to the side.
No, man, stiff arming.
Stiff
He's
arming.
been stiff arming me, man. But I'm going to get him in here. The greatest sports agent in the history of the world. Even had a movie after him. Jerry Maguire. Next week, right here.
Jerry Maguire.
Show me the money.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire done called me and said, show me the money. I'm like, you want to come on the show? You got to show me the money. And he showed me the money. So I'm going to let him on the show next week.
Jerry Maguire.
World's greatest sports agent.
That's awesome.
I've never seen the movie, but I know Jerry Maguire, and I'm going to have him here next week.
Human head weighs 7 pounds.
Not this joker.
You complete me. I've never seen the movie myself either. I have seen the movie once.
But you know the catchphrases, right?
I can give you the catchphrase. Show me the money. That wasn't Jerry Maguire saying that though.
That was whatever player.
We'll have some discussions in the future on movies and stuff. And we can talk some movie stuff. We can talk some music.
We can talk Wolf of Wall Street. Good grief.
Oh, I told you, buddy. I told you. For those of you that have not seen Wolf of Wall Street,
My eyes are burned. They're like my retinas are singed after watching that movie.
There's things you can't take out of that brain. Jonah Hill's teeth steal the show. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, hey, I need to go upstairs and get a shower and wash my ass and get to my real job.
Okay. I'm going to sit here. I'll thank the followers. Thank everybody for following us. Keep up the good work. Send us some topics. This is our, 5th show?
We're
It's number 5.
And we're this. I thought it wouldn't be past 5 or 6 shows.
I think you said 10. We were going to try 10, and we've got enough guests probably lined up that want to get on the show to get it way past 10.
Yes, we're gonna be beyond 10. Actually, we're moving on with this thing.
And we got some ideas. We got some ideas for some other shows, maybe with a little video flair to it. I'm not talking about softball.
I'm kind of ugly, but I should be. I shouldn't be. I should be standing on the back side of that camera.
We're trying to just sit here and do nothing, waste time, killing time.
We're good at it,
and giving you people something to listen to and enjoy on your way to work, when you're just sitting around the house, you got nothing better to listen to or watch, give us a try. Jumparound Podcast.
Jumparound Podcast on Facebook and Jumparound_pod, P-O-D, on the Twitter machine.
That's right.
Jigamabob.
Send you, and just, just remember, you got anything you want to send us, want to ask us, send it to jumparoundpodcast@gmail.com. And that should be it.
That's it. Yep. All right, let's get out of here. For what?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We'll be right here.
We'll be right here.
Come check us out.
Where will you be?
We'll see, or you'll hear us then. You won't see us. You'll hear us. All right, for Big Joe, I'm Wes Parkey. Thanks for checking us out and tuning in. We'll talk to you again next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.